What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Road to Ruin a Randomer. Today I figured I'd do something a little bit different on the actual video, and I'm doing a question time video here. So what I've done is basically asked on Twitter for some questions, and I'm going to answer the questions throughout the video here. So this first game that you see, however guys, is it's the game that made me lose my cool. The guy beat me 9-2 in the end. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler for you guys, but I ended up absolutely destroying my control after this game. You can see a picture of it on Twitter. That my Twitter is Twitter/NepentheZ, and yeah, it's not good. So I've got all the questions here. They're on my phone though, because I can't look at Twitter whilst recording this audio. Yeah, I don't know how that guy got a penalty there either. So yeah, so I don't know how quickly the questions come through on my phone, or how quickly, or in what order or anything. So we'll go from the start. We've got just one other thing as well, guys. At the end of this video, I show you the teams that I've built and stuff, because I know people constantly ask like, what team am I using and stuff. And in this video, I use one of 3 teams, but I've actually built a 4th team now, which you'll get to see at the end of the video. But yeah, on to the questions. So Wing says, just call me Wing, we will still be doing a defending video. I could do a defending video, but I don't know, dude. It's one of those things. It's a bit late in FIFA now. I don't think it will help, to be perfectly honest. And just to go back onto this game as well, the guy, although he did sweat a lot, he was considerably better than me, which I completely accept, you know. See, I'm not too sure about a defending video. Henry says, do you think people who play FIFA on the PS3 are better or worse than the people who play FIFA on the Xbox? It's a difficult question, but the difference between PS3 and Xbox seems to be Xbox is geared towards younger users. So people that are sort of like 12, 13 to 18, 19 tend to have Xboxes, and the older generation tend to have PS3s. It's really quite weird. In my experience, there's a lower quality of people on the Xbox compared to PS3, but that could genuinely just be because there are a hell of a lot more people on the Xbox than the PS3. So you know, you've got more of an opportunity to come up against somebody who is poor than you have on the PS3. Like I say, I personally think PS3 has a lot, I don't know, just a lot better gamers. But obviously the fact that I play both consoles, I'm not, you know, not taking sides or anything. Like both consoles have definitely got their pluses and minuses. The next question is from Josh Shea. It says, would you rather no English team to be in the last 8 or Chelsea to be in the last 8? Okay, so let me just explain what this question will be in relation to. Chelsea just won 4-1 against Napoli in extra time, and I tweeted afterwards, Drogba his scum, because he dived. You know, he got tapped on the shoulder and went down holding his face, and you can't argue with that. He did dive. A lot of people took that as, I'm glad, you know, I want Chelsea to go out or anything. I didn't want Chelsea to go out. I'm more than happy for Chelsea to go through. Having English teams in the Champions League is way better than not having English teams in the Champions League, whether it's Arsenal or not. I would much prefer to see Chelsea in the Champions League than not, and I would genuinely happily see them win the Champions League. You know, it would be great for business for me as well if they won the Champions League. But like I say, that doesn't deter from the fact that Drogba did dive, and that was all my tweet was intended to be about. You know, like there was no ulterior motives there. People just read far too much into what I was saying, and you know, you shouldn't always take what I say so seriously, because it's never really like that. Next question is, Charlie Brown says, Charlotte Jackson or Georgie Thompson? I don't know. I'll answer that next time. I'll have to look at some pictures. Stan says, can we hold hands? Sure, Stan. Dave Carr says, how many cups of tea do you drink a day? That'll be none. I drink the odd cup of coffee here and there, but not tea. Ben Smith says, prediction where Newcastle will finish this season, example, below or above Liverpool or Chelsea? It depends, dude. Like, obviously Liverpool had a great game last night. Gerrard scored a hat-trick. Well, for you guys that are listening to this now, it'll be 2 nights ago. Gerrard scored an amazing hat-trick. Liverpool absolutely destroyed Everton. You know, with this win from Chelsea as well, it's only going to see them go from strength to strength. So both of those are on a high, and Newcastle losing in the last minute, you know, not on a high, like on a low. It could be tough. I reckon Newcastle will finish 7th, and we'll have Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and Spurs in the 4 positions above that, and then Man United and Man City in 1st and 2nd. The next question is from Alex Brands, and Alex says, first games console and your favourite game on it. My first gaming console would have been the Nintendo Entertainment System, and my favourite game on it would be Mario Brothers. Absolute classic. Jack Porter says, would you recommend Marlos? Is he worth the money? If not, why? Yes, he's worth the money, simply because he's amazing. I'm getting a phone call right now, so I can't really answer. Aaron Goddard says, do you like Crystal Palace Football Club? Have you ever been to a game, and would you ever come to a game with me? Yes, I like Crystal Palace. They're actually one of the most local teams to where I grew up. I grew up in New Addington, if you guys didn't know that. And have I ever been to a game? Yeah, the first game I ever went to was a game at Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, and Crystal Palace won 2-1 against Derby County when I was about 12 years old. So that was the first Crystal Palace game I ever went to, not the first ever game. Hams says, if you were to contract an STD off of anyone, who would it be? No one, Hams, sorry buddy. Nils says, or LarmFan92, if you don't know who he is, he's got a YouTube channel, go and check him out. His question is, do you believe in handicap on FIFA 12? Yes, I do. Scott Crawford says, is it okay to rape a paedophile? What a question. Is it okay to rape a paedophile? Probably not. 2 wrongs don't necessarily make a right, so it's probably still against the law to rape a paedophile, even though I wouldn't necessarily care too much about it if it happened. Matt Buxton says, do you reckon Arsenal need a new centre-back, or are Vermaelen and Koscielny good enough? Vermaelen and Koscielny are a great pairing, and Per Mertesacker as well will be a good centre-back, but we would need a 4th just to shore up the defence in case we get any injuries and stuff, and I don't think Giroud is good enough. So definitely, you know, I really wished we would have picked up Gary Cahill at the start of the season. According to like Sky Sports News and stuff, Wenger wouldn't pay that extra 2 million to get him, and I think that was a silly move, but you know, that's Wenger for you. Murray21 says, what is your favourite FIFA compilation of all time? My favourite FIFA compilation of all time is probably Macadoz and his Football is Passion, or I think it's called Football is Passion. I can't remember the name of it, I apologise. I know somebody in the comment section is going to tell me what it is, and hopefully one of you guys can message me a link or something, and I'll put the link in the description, because it is 9 minutes of absolute genius. One of the other favourite montages, FIFA compilations I've ever seen, is obviously Hjerpset's Warfare. That's just a great video as well. Aaron Lloyd Thorne says, what would you do to improve FIFA Street? Many things. I'll talk about FIFA Street on an actual episode once again it's fully released, but I don't really want to talk about it now. What do you think about the Chelsea comeback against Napoli? I thought Chelsea did a great job. You know, they went there. Well, Napoli came to Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea had a job to do, and they went about their business very well. And you know, they deserved to go through, no question about it. I thought the last sort of 10 minutes of the game was pretty weird. It was like, I don't know, the ref was giving a lot of scrappy free kicks that weren't really free kicks. It was just, everyone was really tired. It was just a bit of one of those weird games. Next question is from Some Noob, and it says, you mad bro? No, I'm not mad bro. Next question, Liam Coleman, FA Cup or second in the Premier League, and why? You've got to go with the FA Cup, to be honest, bud, because winning the FA Cup not only gives you a trophy and gives you massive stature, also puts you into European football anyway. So yeah, I'd go for the FA Cup all day long. Another FIFA Street question, who do you think is better, Ronaldo or Messi, and why? I think Messi is better than Ronaldo. I know I'm going to get a lot of how can you say that, dude? Ronaldo scored like 73 million goals per game since he joined Real Madrid. You know, Messi is just better. But the thing is, they're both different types of players. They both have different strengths and different weaknesses. I just personally enjoy Messi's style of play more. I think Ronaldo has way more negatives to his game than Messi does. Yeah, I personally prefer Messi. I personally think Messi is better. And you guys are just going to have to swallow that opinion. Stephen Gaywin says, have you ever thought about not supporting Arsenal? No, never. I will support Arsenal until the day I die. Swedish Dax says, did you ever play PES before FIFA overtook it? Pro Evo and FIFA, I wouldn't say FIFA overtook it. What I would say is FIFA was the leading brand up until about 99. Then Pro Evo 4 came out, and Pro Evo 4 was an amazing game, and FIFA 2000 for me wasn't an amazing game. And Pro Evo was then solid for a good 3 or 4 years, all the way up until PlayStation 3 really. And when PlayStation 3 was released, FIFA came back on and took over the market again, and Pro Evo's just faded by the wayside. But yeah, I played Pro Evo 4, 5 and 6 religiously for many hours of my life. Scott Goulet says, what do you think about Glasgow Rangers? I don't really have an opinion on them. I don't really like them as a football club, but I don't dislike them either. I just don't have an opinion. As you can see, guys, this game that I'm playing here was just laggy as hell. The last game was very laggy. This one was really weird, like the players kept disappearing and stuff. It was really weird game. Next question we've got, RDM for manager after today. Yeah, Robert Di Matteo. Yeah, probably. I mean, one game's not going to convince or like decline or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to make it go one way or the other. But I definitely think he's done his chances no harm at all by the win today. What's your best Xbox game? Not FIFA or FIFA Street. Gears of War. That game was amazing. Is Maicon Liete worth the money? I don't think so. Do you think Arsenal have got a good chance of getting third? Yes, most definitely. We're only 1 point behind Spurs now, so 1 point is not a difficult gap to build up. Do you follow the Arctic Monkeys or similar music? Yeah, I like some of that stuff. It's not really something I go out of my way to listen to, but I don't also go out of my way to not listen to it. So what we're at now, guys, we're at the point in the video, like I say, where I show you the 4 teams that I've got. I just highlight the players that I just need to change. So when I earn more coins, I'll be changing the players that are there. So Ben Arthur, I'll be changing to right midfield just to get him 9 chemistry. And there's a couple of players obviously on here that I'll be changing as well, like the left back, the 2 centre midfielders, just to get them onto 9 chemistry. And I'm quite surprised, but Danny gets 7 chemistry even though he's got Bruno Alves behind him. I thought with the other links around him he would have got 9, but he doesn't. That's pretty weird. Scott Whitman says, who's the most positive person on Twitter? Not you, Scott. You're the most negative person in the world. What made you? Bradley Wilson says, what made you convert from Pro Evo to FIFA? Like I say, I just play what I enjoy. For a while it was FIFA, then it was Pro Evo, then it was FIFA. Back in the day when I used to game a lot, like when I was at school and college, or you know, didn't work as much as I do now and stuff. I actually used to play several different games. I used to play, you know, just at the moment I play pretty much just Modern Warfare 3 and FIFA. But I used to play like 5, 6, 7 different kinds of games, so not anymore. What's my favourite game mode on FIFA Street? I haven't played them all, to be honest. I've only played a couple. So this is the new team that I've got anyway, guys. It's the Italian League team. As you can see, I bought Pato. You already knew I had Pato, but I've just show you here all the different kinds of players that I buy and how much they cost. I'll answer one more question and then I'll end the video there. Oliver Leggett says, what's my favourite colour? My favourite colour is red. So guys, there's a hell of a lot more questions on here, but if your question didn't get answered, fear not. I will do another style of question time for sure. But this is coming to the end of the video now, so if you could hit that like button, that would be amazing. And thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Jizz.